So let's say a Monday in football is all dependent on how the previous game went. So if you have a victory Monday, as they call it, it is a low key day. Guys come in, it's more optional. So that would be a good time to meet with players to do some debriefing on how the games went for them more individually that I would meet with. And then we would also have our rookie development program that happening that day. So the rookies would come and then we would present on some type of life skill topic to those rookies. It could be, how do you manage the family dynamic? Because that's like a big challenge for them is their families and communities rely on them a lot. And so that could put a lot of pressure on them. So that could be like a common life skill thing of how do you navigate, who do you help, when do you help, how do you say no, how do you save your money, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Tuesdays is an off day, and that is the best day for the sports psychologist because there is really no meetings that they have to be at. They come into the facility at their own time. They do a lot of treatment and rehabbing. So their brain space is kind of focused on recovery. And so that's a time that a lot of players will come and meet one-on-one with me. And once again, it could be ranging from a performance issue to a life issue that they're talking to me about. Wednesdays and Thursdays are your heavier practice days. So a lot of it is just observation, sitting in team meetings, sitting in position meetings, being at practice. So it's a lot more observation. The guys their brain is pretty full. So, they're just focused on practice at that point in time, but there's a lot of sideline therapy, as you could call it, that happens where players just kind of drop you nuggets of things or ask you questions. So it's very quick, brief interventions that you do at that time, or you catch guys in the hallway and just depending on their comfort level, some will just talk to you right there in the hallway. So Fridays is a fast Friday. So, we get into game simulation. So it's observations, and that's the time where I see a lot of players individually. I actually do a mental recovery session with the players then. So that's breathing techniques, relaxation, helping them get out of that busy brain from the week and get more into that doing and playing free mode for them. Saturdays is a mock game, which is really only a half hour where they're just walking through critical plays. So it's more observations. That's a time that I meet with some players who it's part of their pre-game routine that we like sit down and do some visualization work to kind of get them as mentally prepared for the game tomorrow as possible. And then Sunday is game day, which is if it's a home game, then I'm there on the sidelines. I help some of our specialists with their pregame routines during their warm up, and then it's just observation on during the game, giving some players quick mental reminders. It's rare when you're going to help someone intensively during a game. They're all professionals, they're pretty set up, but it's just giving them those quick mental reminders for them. And then just observing the dynamic on the sideline. What's the energy like? How are they responding to adversity? And then the following week, meeting with coaches and talking about what we need to do differently. How can we help with the energy level on the team and things like that. So that's kind of an example of what a week would look like in the Bills.